Question 1, manufacturing. So this is the data they are given. First, traditional format income statement. Sales, 12,000. Cost of goods sold, 6,000. Gross margin, sales minus cost of goods sold equals to 6,000. Selling and administrative expense. In traditional format income statement, we combine the variable cost and fixed cost together. So selling 600 plus 2,500. Administrative 400 plus 1,500. Total selling and administrative is 3,100 plus 1,900 equals to 5,000, and the net income is gross margin minus selling and administrative expense equal to 1,000. Next, contribution format income statement. Sales 12,000. Variable expense contains cost of goods sold 6,000. Variable selling 600. Variable administration 400. Total variable expense is cost of goods sold plus variable selling plus variable administration equals to 7,000, and the contribution margin is sales minus variable expense equals to 5,000, and the fixed expense is fixed selling 2,500, fixed administrative 1,500. Total fixed expense is 2,500 plus 1,500 equals to 4,000. Net operating income, contribution margin 5,000 minus fixed expense 4,000 equals to 1,000. So the net operating income in the traditional format income statement and contribution margin format income statement must be same, which is 1,000 ringgit. Question 2, job order costing. We have two departments, which is milling and assembly. Step 1, calculate the estimate total manufacturing overhead cost for each department. Total fixed manufacturing overhead cost for milling is 390,000 and 500,000 for assembly. Variable manufacturing overhead for milling RM2 per machine hour, and for the assembly RM 3.75 cent per direct labor hour. Total machine hour for milling is 60,000 and assembly $80,000 direct labor hour. Total variable manufacturing overhead for milling is RM2 per machine hour multiple with total machine hour 60,000 equals to 120,000. For the assembly, RM 3.75 cent per direct labor hour multiple with total direct labor hour 80,000 equals to 300,000. Total manufacturing overhead for milling is total fixed manufacturing 390,000 multiple with total variable manufacturing overhead 120,000 equals to 510,000. Same for the assembly. Total fixed manufacturing overhead 500,000 plus with total variable manufacturing overhead 300,000 equals to 800,000. Step 2. Calculate the predetermined overhead rate in department. Total manufacturing overhead for milling is 510,000 and 800,000 for assembly. Total machine hours for milling is 60,000 and 80,000 for assembly. So predetermined overhead rate for milling is total manufacturing overhead 510,000 divided by total machine hours for milling 60,000 equals to 8.5 ringgit. And for the assembly is 800,000 divided by total direct labor hour, which is 80,000, equals to RM 10 ringgit. Step 3. Calculate the amount of overhead applied from both departments to job 407. Predetermined overhead rate per machine for milling is RM 8.5 and RM 10 per direct labor hour for assembly. Machine hours for milling is 90 and for the assembly 20 direct labor hour. And the manufacturing overhead applied is RM 8.5 multiple with total machine hours for job 407 equals to RM 765. For the assembly, POR RM 10 direct labor hour multiples with total direct labor hour, which is 20, equals to RM 200. Step 4. Calculate the total job cost for 407. Direct material equals to RM 70 800 for milling and 370 for assembly, and the total is 800 plus 370 equals to 1170. Direct labor cost for milling is 70 and 280 for assembly, and the totals is 70 plus 280 equals to 350. Manufacturing overhead applied is RM 765 for milling and 200 for assembly, and the total manufacturing overhead is 765 plus 200 equals to 965. Total cost job of job 407 is direct material plus direct labor cost plus manufacturing overhead applied equals to 2,485. Calculate the selling price for job 407. Total cost job 407 is 2,485. Markup is total cost job of job 407 multiple with markup 75% equals to 1,863.75 cents, and the selling price is total cost of job 407 plus with markup 1,863.75 equals to 4,348.75. Question 3. Process costing. By using weighted average method, first, equivalent units of production. Unit transferred to the next department to materials is beginning unit in process 200 plus unit start into production during the period 5,000 minus ending unit in process 400 equals to 4,800. Same goes with conversion. 200 plus 5,000 minus 400. Equivalent units in ending work in process inventory materials 400 multiples with completion with respect to materials 40% equals to 160, and for the conversion 400 multiples with completion with respect to conversion 25% equals to 100. So total unit of production for materials 4,800 plus 160 equals to 4,960, and for the conversion 4,800 plus 100 equals to 4,900. Cost per equivalent unit. Cost of beginning work in process inventory for materials 9,800. For conversion 5,575. Cost add during the period for materials 300, 68,600, and for the conversion 350,000. And total cost for materials is cost of beginning work in process materials plus cost add during the period equals to 78,200, and for the conversion 5,575 plus 350,900 equals to 356,475. Equivalent unit of production, we just calculate at the top, which is for materials 4,960, and for the conversion 4,900. Cost per equivalent unit in materials, total cost divide to equivalent units of production. So for materials is 76.25 ringgit, and for the conversion 72.75 ringgit. Next, cost of ending work in process inventory and the units transferred out. Ending work in process inventory equivalent units For materials, 160, and for conversion, 100. Cost per equivalent unit, $4,960 for cost. So we just calculate at the top, 76.25 ringgit, and for conversion, 72.75 ringgit. Cost of ending work in process inventory for materials, equivalent units, multiple with cost per equivalent unit, and for conversion is 12,200. For material, 12,200, and for conversion is 7,275, and the total cost of ending work in process, materials plus conversion equals to 19,475. Unit transferred to the next department for materials is 4,800. Same goes with conversion, 4,800. Cost per equivalent unit, 76.25 ringgit. And for conversion, 72.75 ringgit. Cost of unit transferred out, unit transferred to the next department, multiples with cost per equivalent unit. For materials, 366,000, and for the conversion, 349,200. And the total cost of unit transferred out is materials plus conversion equals to 750,200. Cost reconciliation, cost to be accounted for. Cost of beginning work in process inventory, we must add cost of beginning work in process, materials, and conversion equals to 15,175. Cost add to production during the period, 368,600 plus 350,900 equals to 719,500. Total cost to be accounted for, we add these two and equals 734,675, and total account for as follows. Cost of ending work in process in inventory, 19,475. Cost of ending work, cost of unit transferred out, 750,200, and total cost accounted for is 734,675.